GSPro software allows you to play some of the most beautiful courses in the world. Augusta National, Pebble Beach, or TPC Sawgrass. However, your scores on those courses might be a little on the ugly side. So I found 3 easier courses on GSPro that are still fun to play and offer a little bit of challenge. We'll be playing with the Square Golf Launch Monitor. Let's tee it up. Welcome to the Hole-in-One Golf Club. I'm Jack. Now, these aren't 3 courses that you'll find with a simple Google search for easiest courses on GSPro. This is from my own personal experience. And course number 1 starts right here at home. Let's start our journey here at Yankee Trace. This is my home course about 5 miles away from the Hole-in-One Golf Club. A beautiful 27-hole layout, and my favorite 9 holes is the vintage course where I am at number 1 right now. This course is both beautiful and forgiving, and it's also available on GSPro. The vintage course is the only 9 course we'll cover today. It sits at 2,792 yards from the white tees. The par 3s are fairly forgiving. There's just 2 of them. The first one is dry, it's just 144 yards. The second, you will have to hit over water, but if you can carry 100 yards, you'll be fine. It's 136 to the hole. The par 4s and 5s are where you're really going to get a chance to shoot that lower score. On the par 4, 2 of those are under 300 yards from the white tees, and the longest par 4 on the course is just 354 yards. The first par 5 is 455 yards, and that does present a bit of a challenge. But hole number 9, the last hole you'll play, is a par 5 at just 433 yards, giving you a chance to end on a high note. The last time I played vintage on GSPro, I shot a 38, a couple of bogeys, and 7 pars. Now, when you search for Yankee Trace, you will also see an 18-hole course. That is their Heritage and Legend course, but that sits at over 6,300 yards and is a much bigger challenge, so that is not making the list. To play an easier course that's fun with still a little bit of challenge, stick with that 9-hole vintage. The next course on this list is the Sanctuary in Sedalia, Colorado. This is the most beautiful of the 3 courses I am showing you today. It sits at 5,912 yards from the white tees. The par 3s might just be the biggest challenge on this course. There are 4 of them, and they're a little bit on the long side, altogether averaging 161 yards, with the shortest just at 144. They can also be tucked away around a lot of different types of hazards, but if you can hit the green on these par 3s, you can shoot a really low score. The par 4s are where you're going to be able to shoot a low score. 4 of them are 300 yards or less. 2 of them sit at just 329 yards, and there's 1 at 311. And a lot of times you are shooting from the top of a mountain down onto the fairway, giving you added distance and making you feel that much better. The par 5s, I'm not going to lie, they are tough. In fact, you'll start it off on hole number 1 with a 514-yard par 5, but you are driving into a fairway that is downhill, and you should get a long drive, or at least longer than what you usually do. The other 3 par 5s are 494, 514, and 529. The last time I played the Sanctuary on GSPro, I shot an 89. I had 6 pars, 1 birdie, 6 bogeys, 2 triple bogeys, and 2 doubles. Our final stop on this list is the Arrowhead Golf Club in Littleton, Colorado. Yes, Colorado again. What can I say? I like the mountains. Arrowhead plays 5,903 yards from the white tees and has 5 par 3s, 3 of those on the back 9, giving you a chance to finish really strong. These par 3s are fairly short. They average just 130 yards, but their longest sits at 171. What makes this course great is it's fairly wide open. You can miss right or left without too much trouble, and that's going to help you shoot that lower score. The par 4s, I would say, are pretty average from what you'll see at most courses, with the 2 shortest ones sitting in at 319 yards and 1 even at 283 yards. There is your birdie chance. As for the par 5s, you only have 1 on the front 9. That's number 2, and it sits at 530 yards. That means you get 2 par 5s on the back 9, and those are 2 of your final 3 holes at 16 and 18. 16 is by far the toughest hole on the course at 566 yards. You'll finish on 18 at just 460 yards out. Still have a chance to finish strong. The last time I played Arrowhead on GSPro, I shot an 87 with 6 pars, 1 birdie, and 5 doubles. Any course can be easier to play depending on what tee box you're hitting from, but with over 1,900 courses available on GSPro, there must be hundreds that are a little more forgiving, or shall we say easy, that provide just enough challenge to still make them a blast to play. Anyway, if you know of any of those, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. Thanks for stopping by the Hole in One Golf Club, and I will see you next time on the tee box.